treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Carson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wilson, and Dixon has it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They run for it with Carson. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, watch out. He's coming.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now a give right side. Carson, and that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Third and long, it's Wilson, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Seattle, 42 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bring it. 14. He's checking. Crash. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 2, now Wilson being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Check. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Deuce. You got listen. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Carson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Green 80. Check right 54. Good job right there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
We got work. Quick, 190. Quick, 4. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The kick is good. Makes the Seahawks 7, Seahawks nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Right there, 54, right there. 14.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Mike 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards, the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his... There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 55 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flush to his right, and it's incomplete. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. And that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him in.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch your skirt, the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Right there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On second down, it's Carson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On third down, Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks 7, Eagles nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Throwing is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
3 bucks.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, and his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Carson, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter. No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Already ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Wentz again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down! You ready? Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Shoot.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down by KJ
Right there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What intercept?
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 71 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Man, 734. You're mine.
Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Come through. Big dance. Come. Bang, 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 bang.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Carson. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Well, Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
380!
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Well, they're right down here looking for 6. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goll.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
I-7.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 70 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Gun.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Carson.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On second down, it's Carson. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On 3rd down, Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Raiders 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 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 hey.
On first down, Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might act.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Hey, watch the slant. 10-52.
First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was tighten up. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on football.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Jacobs. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 51 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That's got to be a long day. Check. Hot route. Hot.
On 1st down, Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game.